Holy cow, guys. Welcome to the live stream. You are my passenger, and I am 224 miles away from Billings, Montana. Out in the middle of nowhere, there's a massive thunderstorm that looks like it's dropping some torrential rain. I think I'm headed straight for it. I don't know. This is getting wild, guys. Thanks for coming along on the journey. Yeah, my hand is injured, so I gotta wrap it up. I gotta make sure my finger is bent backwards to support healing my tendon to my knuckle. So that's pretty wild. But anyway, just scooting along here. It's kind of boring. I've been trying to listen to some podcasts and stuff. I actually almost turned for home. I went on this epic hike in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and then I was gonna go to Glacier, but I decided to go home to hang out with my family. But then I got tired. I stopped in a Walmart parking lot, took a nap for 6 hours. I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'll probably never get this opportunity again. So I called my wife. I made sure she was okay with it, and then I turned back around. So I literally drove an extra 500 miles to go back home because I made it about 250 miles yesterday after my big hike. I made it to Mitchell, South Dakota, which was kind of like the halfway point, give or take. And this morning I turned back around, and now I'm in Montana officially, and it's just about 1:10 Mountain Time. Looks like I'm gonna miss this rain, which is unfortunate because I could use a little bit of a car wash. It's been a rough journey. I have spilled milk on myself. I left my car windows down yesterday when I went on this hike for like 8 hours, and when I came back, there was like 2 inches of rain soaking my seat, and like my door had like standing water in it and stuff. I mean, if it was a rain gauge, there was definitely like 2 inches of rain that came into the car. Um, it's been a while, but I feel energized. I'm back kind of in the mountains. I mean, right now it's kind of like the Great Plains, but there's some like hills that have peaks. But yeah, we're headed to Glacier National Park. I don't know if it's going to be raining when I get there. I really don't know what the weather's going to be like, but the plan is to do some hiking. That is a heavy rain shower. That is some heavy rain, dude. Holy cow! I might actually get a little bit of rain on the windshield. Uh, the Sturgis Rally probably just came to a close, so right ahead of me we got some people going back home, so that's exciting. But yeah, I mean, I basically have another 9.5 hours of driving to get to Glacier, and it's gonna be dark by the time I get there. I have no camping plan, so I have no idea where I'm going to end up. Like, I don't know. So somewhere between here and there, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing tonight. I've spent 2 nights in my car so far, which has been pretty uncomfortable, but I didn't blow up my air mattress. I've just been using a sleeping bag, and I have a kayak sitting here, so I was kind of like squished. I have my bicycle, my kayak, and I'm sleeping back there, so it's like kind of wild. Somebody's getting a brand new countertop from Cambria straight ahead of me, so that's cool. Some Minnesota company. Uh, I think I lived 26, 27 years in Minnesota, so I'm probably going to end up living other states like for longer if I live, but if I survive this trip, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. It's a long road trip, dude. Especially to be by yourself. Like, there's so much thinking that you can do when you're just sitting in a car for like hours and hours and hours and hours. You get really lonely. Like, it gets really lonely. Especially, I think the older you get, like, I don't know. When I was younger, I used to be able to just hop in my car, get in the zone. I think I can still do that, but I'm a dad, so it's like my instinct is to like have my children with me right now, and that's why I turned back around yesterday to go home. But then I looked at it when I woke up. I was still 400 miles away from home, and oh man, I totally wasted $100 in gas to like turn back around and go home yesterday, and then come back to Rapid City. Anyway, but now I'm in Montana, so I feel like it's all just a dream at this point that I almost went back home. Holy cow, we're getting some gusty wind from that thunderstorm just off to my right. I saw that semi truck in front of me like wobble a bit. Anyway, I don't know. So I used to work in Glacier National Park, like as a park ranger. So I've lived there for like, half a year out of my life so far. So that's like, if you were going to put my life into a percentage, I've definitely lived more than 1% of my life in Glacier National Park at this point, which is crazy to think. Because, like, 1% of your life is 1%. That's still, like, sizable. There's probably more like 2%. But anyway, it's a special place. So I have an affinity for it. So it's like going back home. Getting a little bit of rain from that thunderstorm, but not much. Gonna hit it with the old windshield wiper fluid. But anyway, I'm also trying to make a good YouTube video, but I haven't quite figured out how to make good YouTube videos. Like, it's kind of boring to just like see somebody like go on a road trip. That's not really what my video is gonna be about, because there's only literally so much you'd want to watch somebody drive a car. Like, literally, this road trip is like 48 hours of driving. Super boring. There's no way that I could just, you know, I only have so much to talk about. So, I don't know how long this live stream is going to last, but I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. What am I talking about? Anyway, I have some Huckleberry coffee. It's got like, I don't know how many shots of espresso, but I got it half sweet, I think. Woo! I'm excited. I'm hoping that I can pick some huckleberries. I'm hoping that a grizzly bear doesn't attack me, because that would be really bad. I do have one can of bear spray that's probably a couple years old. So maybe I should get another can of bear spray. I'm not sure. I do know some people at the entrance station at Glacier, so I could ask them if they have like, because sometimes people hop on an airplane and they drop their bear spray off at the entrance stations or whatever. So there's a chance I could get like a free can of bear spray if I ask, just because they know me there. And I think it's the last year that there's going to be somebody working there that knows me. So hopefully she's working there when I go through. I'm kind of excited to say hi. And I'll probably ask for a can of bear spray or something just so I have backup. I should have bought a little more bear spray because I have a feeling like this is the time that I'm gonna get attacked by a grizzly. I got a feeling. Especially because I almost turned around to go back home, and then I was like, no, let's reverse that. So if I'm ever gonna get attacked by a grizzly, this is probably it. And then everybody's gonna know he almost turned around and went back home, which he should have done. But I think it's also healthy to have like a respect for bears. So that's where this is all coming from. I think it's a healthy fear. Uh, Plus, Jack Hanna, he used to be like a television like nature guy or whatever, who always had like zoo animals or whatever. I think he got attacked by a bear in Glacier, and if it happened to him, why wouldn't it happen to me? But anyway, so I'm kind of like super nervous. And then not only that, if there's going to be thunderstorms and lightning, the hike I want to do is, I think it's 9, 10, I think it's like 20 miles round trip, at least. It's got to be. And it's at the top of a mountain in the middle of the park, Swift Current Pass. So, potential for mountain lions, potential for grizzlies. Like, I'm hoping there's other people that are hiking the same path. I mean, it's still the busy part of the season, I think, but I am nervous. Anyway, but there's a catch. Like, there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to do that hike. And I'd need to do it tomorrow or Tuesday. And you need to get a bus ticket to get from, like, St. Mary or West Glacier to get to the top of Logan Pass, because that's where I'll be starting. You need to get a bus ticket, and there's only like 100 or 200 tickets that they'll put live on a website at 7 o'clock tonight. So I have to be one of the lucky people to be able to get a ticket, so that way I can like orchestrate the whole hike thing. Because you can't park at Logan's Pass for more than 3 hours. I'm sure they tow away your vehicle, and that'd probably be pretty expensive, considering it's 50 miles to Kalispell. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to pull over somewhere around 7 o'clock or just before, so I can get one of those bus tickets, and then I'll probably figure out my camping. Hopefully, I'll figure out my camping before 7 o'clock. Um, like if I just kept going, I'd arrive at the park at like 11 p.m. Probably stopping for gas or to use a restroom or something, and that's super late. Like I'd probably end up sleeping in my car. I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing was really spontaneous, and I've definitely driven well over 1,200 miles so far, 1,300 miles. It's fun. It's fun. I love I love going on adventures. I don't get to do it that often because I'm a dad, because I work and everything. But with my hand injury or whatever, I'm almost going on a month without being at work. So I might as well live life to its fullest, even though like it's a lot of work to like drive around. If I was a fancy rich person, I'd probably fly into, you know, man, can you just think about that? Like, The people who can just hop on an airplane and like fly to their destination. Like I'm risking my life driving, and they can just like get there in like 2 hours. But it's fun, and you get to see scenery and stuff. It's a little, it's a little bit better than riding a bicycle. And I want to take like a video of an antelope or something for my video, because you need B-roll to make really good videos. So I also got to keep my eyes open for antelope. And then if I can find that song where it's like home on the range with the deer and the antelope play, I want to like play that in my video. I'll probably get 1 million views or something. You know what I mean? So anyway, keeping my eyes peeled for the good old antelopes. There's just not a lot of them, or they're like super elusive. It's probably good that they're not right next to the freeway, because then they get run over. So maybe they're like smart. Maybe antelope are smart, and that's why I haven't seen a whole lot of them. But anyway, I'll just keep my eyes peeled. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Super awesome. You guys can't see much, can you? No, you can't. I mean, it's kind of pretty. Like, there's like these mountain-looking things, but they're not really big. They're almost like hills, but they're kind of. You can tell that like every once in a while there's a bigger hill that looks more mountainy. Anyway, I'm basically still in the Great Plains, but it's getting drier and drier. Like it might as well be a desert, honestly. Oh snap! I just spilled my coffee. That's exciting. Okay, well that's fun. Uh, I haven't taken a shower since. When did I take a shower last? Friday night. It is now Sunday, and I have spilled cereal milk on myself from my granola this morning, and now I have coffee dripping down my leg, and all I have are these water wipes left over from when we were like potty training my daughter. So at least I have something. But now my white shorts have a coffee stain, so that's that's tough. Oh well. Ah. Anyway, that's my life, guys. I'm really struggling, and this is supposed to be a vacation. This is somebody's nightmare, but this is also somebody's vacation too. So it's like, you know what? I don't mind sleeping in my van in Walmart parking lots like I'm poor. It brings back a lot of good memories from when I was younger and I didn't have like a lot of money to stay in hotels. Oh, and I'm gonna spill my coffee again. There we go. All right. I need to I need to maintain a clean environment though. So ah, life is a highway. Anyway, I feel like all my live streams like they're pretty mediocre and they just like it's like taking your airplane and then just crashing it into the ground. Oh well. Someday it's gonna catch on though. People are gonna be like, dude. But by that point, I'm gonna be like 50 years old. So I saw a video, and it said if you're 40 years old, you have like 1,200 weekends left, or like maybe less. That's not a lot. That's actually very few weekends. And then it talked about like full moons, and it's like if you're 40, you probably have like, I don't know, 200 full moons left or something, some low number. I mean, it could have been more. I forget, but it's like holy cow. So like, I don't know, man. I think you gotta like get out there and have some adventures, you know. But this could be the saddest adventure ever that anybody's ever done. Because like, my family's at home and I'm just out here in a car. Like, this is hard. Driving unlimitedly, like, down the road, it's like, it's so hard. But I have to stay positive, you know? Because I gotta keep going. I gotta be a machine. I gotta, I gotta be focused. I gotta have laser focus, guys. Holy mackerel. But I had really good experience since I left my house. Like, I left my house Thursday, and then I went to the tallest point in Iowa on Thursday night. I got there just after the sunset, and I've been talking to Chat GPT to find me like people to like talk to me about stuff on my trip. And when I was driving down the road, I was like talking to ChatGPT, and I was like, "Hey, find me somebody to talk to me about Iowa's highest point." And then I forgot that I asked ChatGPT anything about that. And then, crazy thing is, when I got there, the sun had already set. Like, there was a little bit of light on the horizon, but it was like it was dark basically for all intents and purposes. And there was somebody sitting in a vehicle, and then anyway, he's like, "Are you Daniel?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Are you the FBI? What's going on? And it turns out that this guy who had like raised a bunch of money to make Iowa's highest point super cool, like they had a silo from a farm, and they painted it into a corn cob or whatever, like a big piece of corn, and they had just like had a grand opening for it in July or whatever. Like, he was sitting there waiting, and then he like the history of like the area and everything, and I filmed it or whatever. That was super cool. I'm like, whoa, I didn't expect that. The dude was sitting there for an hour waiting for me too. That was crazy. And then the next day on Friday, I went to the Geology Museum in Rapid City, and I had somebody give me like a little talk about rocks or whatever, and I got that on camera. And then Saturday, Chat GPT hooked me up with somebody to like go hiking with me, and it was like some mountain climbing expert or whatever. And I basically spent the whole day with him. It was kind of weird, but like I didn't even talk to these people in real life. Like Chat GPT sent some emails, and then like I think I texted the guy I was hiking with a couple of times to like coordinate, but I didn't have any information on who he was really, and it was like one of the most sketchy things I ever did, but it turned out really good, and it was a fun adventure. And then I was talking to somebody about meeting me at like the highest point in North Dakota, but it didn't come together. So anyway, I was gonna turn around last night, go straight home, and I started driving, and I got like halfway home. And then this morning I woke up and I'm like, man, Adventure is still calling me. So I turned back around after I got permission. So here I am, somewhere in the middle of Montana, and yeah, good times, good times. I don't know if I can keep talking though. I like listening to people more than I like talking. I think that's my problem. Like yesterday when I met that guy, like I wasn't, I was like quiet a lot. I really like listening to people. Like I really enjoy it. Like it makes me happy to listen to people. Like if they're just really chatty and talkative. And every once in a while, like I'll be inspired and I'll have something to say. But I really enjoy not talking. And it might come off as awkward and stuff, or like I'm not enjoying the moment. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. But I want to get better at communication. I don't know if I ever will. But sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad. I don't know. Sometimes I can chat it up with the best of them. But I also feel like on my YouTube channel, like if I'm going on a live stream, like sometimes I just run out of steam or I'm not feeling very creative or something, so I don't have a whole lot to talk about. But it's crazy how like some people can hop on a live stream and it's just pure entertainment, nonstop for hours and hours. How do they do that? How do they do that? That's the question. How do you be entertaining for hours and hours? I don't know. I think it's a skill, that's for sure. I mean, sometimes I can, it really depends. My energy right now, though, is like I'm kind of exhausted. I've been driving. I'm probably going on 8 hours of driving actually, because I started in Mitchell, South Dakota this morning, and I drove all last night till like midnight. So I got 6 hours of sleep, but it was kind of rough. I was tossing and turning, and it wasn't like deep sleep. So my energy right now isn't the best. I think a shower would feel really good. I feel dirty. Like I went on that big 8 hour hike in the wilderness yesterday, and I didn't shower. I just used my little water butt wipe things. 3-in-1 cleans, cares, and protects sensitive baby and toddler. Like, yeah, they're refreshing, but something to be said about a nice shower. And then here I spilled cereal juice on myself and coffee during the live stream, and I just feel like I don't feel like my best self right now. So I think that's the beauty of like flying. If you can afford to fly and stay in nice hotels, that's great. I'm earning this. I am starting from nothing and working my way up. Welcome to my travel blog, guys. This is when you know you have passion. When you can drive across country with a with children, like you love your children, and like you miss them, but yet you're still driving on these lonely roads. my car could break down at any point. Like there's so much happening here. Like I'm driving with a heavy heart because it's like I have to go back to a full-time job as soon as this hand heals up. And like opportunities like this will be non-existent for like 10 years. Like I don't know when the next time I'll be able to just hop in my car and feel free. You know, like I've had so much freedom, and it's a good feeling. It's a really incredible feeling to feel free, and yet I know that I'm gonna have to go back to work, and I'm going to be working nights. I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna have responsibilities, a ridiculous amount of responsibilities. There's just something beautiful about, and I'm not saying like I want a lot of my responsibilities. I want a lot of them. I love my responsibilities. In fact, my responsibilities are what makes this like trip more special. You know what I mean? Like it's like I would trade all the things that I have to go back to when I'm done with this little trip. But like it does make it very special to like I mean you have to recognize that like not everybody is brave enough to just hop in their car when they're 40 years old and go on a solo mission with a massive amount of responsibilities. I can't explain it, but I definitely need to enjoy this and like I don't know. I feel like I can be myself a little bit because I'm like a free spirit. Like I want to like explore and like you know how people like drive motorcycles because they're like because they feel like they're wild childs or whatever. Like I don't want to drive a motorcycle because my parents died when I was 10, but like driving a car for like thousands of miles with no time constraint, even though I have a time constraint, I have to be back by like Friday. If I wanted to push it, if I have to push it Sunday, so I might have 7 more days, but that's still a lot of freedom. I can have a massive adventure with the time that I have still. I need more sleep because I don't think I'm saying things coherently, and I don't know if it matters, but holy mackerel. Ah, life is a highway. Anyway, so much driving, guys. Hope everybody's doing good out there. I'm gonna get back to the open road. I'll maybe come back live later on for fun, but that's pretty much it. Just out here trying to find myself. You know, Stella's got to get her groove back or whatever. I don't know. I never watched the movie, but apparently, I'm on a journey to find myself again. Because here's the deal, guys. I'm wild at heart. There's still there's still cereal juice in here that wants to spill itself on me. But anyway, you can get these mugs for $11 on my website. So high quality mug. You can eat cereal out of it on the road. So that's super cool, and it supports the channel. I don't think anybody's purchased one of these yet, but be the first. I promise. I promise you guys. If I can become a full-time YouTuber or content creator, like I promise good videos. I promise I am willing to do amazing, interesting things. I have a good heart. I want to help people. I want to make really good videos that are like entertaining and informative and all that. But I need to be able to focus on it to do it to the best of my ability. And as it stands, I am not able to focus on it because I have so many responsibilities. I need to do my full-time job. I need to mow my grass, fold my laundry, like everybody else. But I have a lot of drive. I have a lot of energy. And if I'm ever able to make video full-time, I promise it's going to be ridiculously awesome. So, subscribe. Help me build up my watch time before February. I need I need like 20,000 people to watch 12 minutes of my full videos. Like, can we get 20,000 people to watch 12 minutes? Because then I'm monetized, and that in itself changes the game. Suddenly, like, this is not a hobby. It's something that I can hopefully start steamrolling into a full-time job. And I mean, I honestly think that I have some good ideas and I have a lot of energy and I'm willing to do things that nobody else is doing. So I feel like, you know, I feel like it could happen. I don't know what I'm saying. I gotta make good videos. How do you do that, dude? How do you make good videos on YouTube? I wonder if every good YouTuber struggled like I do to like figure out how to like actually make good video. I know this live stream's not inherently good, but like how do you like get a good story into a video or have a good premise or like or whatever? You got to have a good thumbnail so people click on it. You got to have really good editing. It's like I like doing those things, but I'm so far behind and I have so little time. And the time I do use, like, is the time that I need to spend with my family. So it's like I'm sacrificing. I'm not really moving anywhere, and you end up in a situation where it's like, do you end up regretting things like going on this trip alone and not bringing your family with? I think if my family was with me right now, it would be like 10 billion times better. But my vehicle, my wife did not trust the van. The brakes sound a little funny. they've been working for me so far, but you know, I don't know. There's always there's always trade-offs and different ways to look at everything you do in life. That's the crazy thing. Like an argument could be made that I'm failing in some way, shape, or form. Like somebody could argue that I'm failing my family right now, and I'm being super selfish for going on this road trip. Somebody could also argue that maybe I'm gonna capture some really amazing video and like be able to suddenly make it as a YouTuber, which would potentially give me more time with my family. Like, but chances are, the video I make from this trip, I might get 20 views on it. You know, I might not get any views, and therefore, it's not going to move the needle. And so I sacrifice, you know, all this time, all this money, all this energy for what? And then there's an argument to be made that, well, maybe this is like a spiritual journey. Maybe I'll become a better person because I went on this trip and I got to blow off some steam and I got to live life and I got a cool experience. I mean, I think there's something to that because there should be more to life than just like sitting around, and playing video games and watching Netflix. So, like, I don't know. Maybe, maybe 3 weeks from now when I'm at home, maybe like going on this road trip didn't move the needle in any direction, but maybe it's just like a cool memory, a cool experience. I don't know. You only get one life. You only live once, so I guess you might as well just make some decisions, have some wins, have some losses. Not everything I decide to do is going to be a victory. So this trip may not do anything, or it might change my life. But I guess that's the way with anything. Like even any mundane task that I was doing at home could change my life. Such as flicking a tick. Like, a chick was crawling on me. I picked it off and I flicked it, and all of a sudden, I got over a month off of work. Like, something super mundane can change your life, and you don't know. So, like, I don't know. It's crazy, that's for sure. So, my hope is with all this driving that I can, like, have some deep introspection, have some awesome experiences, work on my YouTube channel, come home and be a better father, husband, whatever. Like, just all of a sudden, my life is like incredible. All because I decided to like let off some steam and drive a million miles and go on some cool hikes and stuff in nature. Like, time will be the judge, I guess. Holy mackerel. Or I'm probably overthinking everything. Probably, yeah. Or underthinking. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, yes, sir, Bob. I still haven't seen antelope. What do they call them? Pronghorns. I don't even know. Where's a pronghorn a sheep? If I'm gonna see an antelope, it's probably gonna be like half a mile off of the road. And I'm probably gonna need to stop and take a video. I got a big honking beefy truck behind me. It's like one of those trucks that would probably smoke me out with like a big cloud of like oil. It's pulling a trailer, but he is absolutely riding my tail. It's definitely putting the pressure on. We got 87 degrees outside. I got my AC on low. I'm sit I'm sitting at a balmy 58 degrees in here. I'm starting to get hypothermic, so I'm probably gonna turn that up a little bit. Let's do like 65. I'm keeping myself fresh, you know, like you would keep like some turkey or ham in a fridge, you know, so it stays fresher longer. Yeah, yeah, boy. I feel like I need to read some books so I have more interesting things to say. I think that's my problem, guys. I don't read a lot of books. I watch a lot of videos, but I don't read a lot of books. So it's like maybe if I read more books, I'd be able to talk better and be more interesting. Like the guy that I met to take me on that hike yesterday, he was like getting tired, and I said it's probably because I have a monotone voice, and he agreed. He's like, yeah. I don't know if it was like a ha ha funny agree, or he literally was agreeing that literally I was making him tired, or it could have been the fact that we hiked 12 to 15 miles. But I don't know, man. Maybe, maybe I need to learn how to modulate my voice in different ways to have more energy. Energy. I think I need to start running when I wake up, or lifting weights or something, like to get my energy going. You know, I'm probably gonna get blood clots sitting here for like 15 hours straight. That's my like total drive time today if I want to get the glacier. 15 hours from Mitchell to Glacier. It might have been more too. I don't even know. 15 hours. Coming up to my very first Montana rest area. I should probably use the restroom. I have been drinking quite a bit of liquid, but I don't feel like I need to, but I might live to regret it. I think this is a weather dude. He just pulled out in front of me. Or wait, maybe that's his house. It looks like he's got an AC sticking through a window. Looks like he lives in his van. I'm living in my van too, but I don't have an AC unit sticking out of the side of my car. Boat check, kayaks. What? I have a kayak. How does that work? Boat check. I'm not sure. What do they mean, boat check? Mandatory watercraft inspection. Oh wow. I'm not sure what that is. I was not anticipating all boats. Speed check by radar. All boats. This is going to be weird. All boats. I might as well stop in, I guess. Drain, clean, dry. I have no idea what's in here. Apparently you need a watercraft inspection. I don't know how this works. Watercraft inspection. What do we got? Water. It says for watercraft inspection. What do we got here? This is weird. Whee! Ho ho! Oh. Hello. Not quite sure what, but I do have a kayak in my car.
Okay, I thought maybe you did.
Yeah.
I gotta run and get my partner, and I will be right back.
Okay. Oh. Ooh. What? Oh, okay. All right. that all you need to have a kayak? That bad?
Yeah, to hold the water, but I'm not sure what way it is.
Yeah, we got 1 hour left.
Yeah.
Trying to do front cars again, or like Apple Pay?
Go with the credit card.
My paddle.
Yeah, you might grab that out.
All right, guys. I better get some of this action. All right, guys. We are getting the kayak sprayed down because they don't want aquatic invasive species and stuff. So that's interesting. Slowing me down a little bit. So my destination is going to be delayed by a half hour or so, but that's okay. We must do these things. I think we're very close to being done. There we go. Okay, thank you. You guys still there? Got my kayak cleaned off. Super awesome. That's up pretty high. You guys can't see all the fun stuff. There we go. All right. I have my inspections. More inspection areas, and I need to stop at every single one. So that's going to be pretty wild. I did not think that I was going to need to spend an hour and a half at every inspection point. But there's one in Billings, there's one in like Great Falls. There could be 50 of them. I don't even know. But wish me luck, because now I'm not going to get to a campsite until super late. Holy mackerel. Ah. Oh well. At least I know how it all works now. You have to buy a license. You got to make sure your kayak's clean. My kayak was covered in grass stains and dirt because it's been sitting in my yard for a year. Oh boy. Yeah. You know. That was fun. That was fun. Part of the adventure, that's for sure. Part of the adventure. Now I need to use my kayak when I get there. I just brought it for fun just in case, but now it's like, now the kayak's part of the story. So, new mission unlocked. I must use my kayak one time in Montana now that it's inspected and I have a $10 license. And I had to pay her $1 to wash the kayak off. Not bad. I mean, they even dried it off. That was like super nice. They did a high quality job. I am 164 miles away from Billings at this point. All right, guys. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep this live stream going, but adventure came at a price today. A steep price. What did that send me back, dude? Is it 235? That sent me back an hour at least. Coffee is gone, guys. I've officially drank all of my Huckleberry coffee. I am super excited. I want to go to Polbridge Mercantile because I got to get some pastries. I want to get my kayak in the water. I want to do an amazing hike. I want to meet some interesting people. I don't know how it's going to work out. I already met some interesting ladies there washing my kayak. But anyway, on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. It's been a long time since I went on a road trip. Actually, I went on one last November. So, yeah. I can't wait to get on the road again. Oh, I'm going to celebrate with some banana bread. Oh, yeah. Let's get a chunk. Very good. Very good. born to be wild. Driving on a road and driving on a highway, looking for adventure or whatever comes my way. Exploring space, born to be wild. On the good old Warrior Trail. Montana, big sky country. It's crazy how big Montana is. You wouldn't think that you could drive like 500 more miles and you'd still just be barely getting the glacier. Hey, anything can happen. Okay, so when I was getting my boat inspected, I had to go into the building, and it was like a taxidermy, and there was like 20 antelope heads hanging on the wall. So I didn't get my camera in there. That would have been cool to like at least get an antelope because I was talking about looking for an antelope. But I'd like to see a living antelope, like enjoying its life, eating grass. I think any last remaining antelope is hanging up in their little shop off of 212, Highway 212, Montana. With the deer and the antelope play, oh, it's out of his head. A discouraging word, and the skies they're not cloudy. Oh, except they are very cloudy. Where the skies are partly to mostly cloudy all day. I'm on the range where the deer in the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies in a cloudy all day. Yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah, sure, yeah. You betcha, yeah. I wanna see an antelope. I wanna see an antelope. I wanna see an antelope today. Come on, antelope. I wanna see you. That's all. I promise. I won't hurt you. I'm nice, unlike the locals who apparently like to hunt you. I just wanna look at you with my eyeballs. Come on, antelope. Holy cow, what an expansive view. I don't know if my brakes can handle this, and there's a semi trying to pass a car at the bottom of this hill. I think all the caffeine was at the bottom of my cup. At least I have a really clean kayak now. Super awesome. Super incredible. Yeah. No, anything can happen. Get your kayak clean today at a inspection station. Exploding your space. I think I saw a Buddha lightning. Head out on the highway. looking for adventure. When it hit me, hey, can you see when you're in a car all alone, driving for hundreds of miles? Yeah, yeah. Born to be wild. Okay, guys, I'm getting super bored. I think it's time that I listen to a podcast. So this is it. That's the whole live stream, guys. I'm out here in the wilds of Montana with a freshly inspected and cleaned kayak. Now I'll get to my campsite at midnight, and I'll have to wake up at 6 a.m. to do a big hike. So once again, I'll be lucky to get 6 hours of sleep. The bears are going to be munching on a very tired, exhausted 41-year-old tomorrow. Oh, anything can happen when you're in Montana, 'cause it's so blue sky expansive and expensive. Yeah, yeah. I need singing lessons. Don't know how to sing, but that doesn't stop me from singing anyway. I can sing badly. That's okay, it's a free country. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna be singing for another 8 hours. Born to be wild. Nobody's gonna watch this live stream anyway. So why does it matter? Born to be. I just got a copyright strike because they're gonna think I was playing the song. Oh, you can't even say the words because they will copyright strike you. I think I made up some of the words though. So can it be like one of those comedy sketches where you get like fair use? Oh, I'm so tired. Good thing I have a venti, like cold venti vanilla latte with like 600 grams of sugar and 4 shots of espresso that I didn't even drink yet. Hooray! Hooray! I forgot to ask for a half sweet. Oh my gosh, that is way too much sugar. Oh, it's also lavender, so it tastes like soap. Not only does it have like 250 grams of sugar, but it tastes like soap. Way to go. I have a hard time ordering coffee. That's why I need my wife to do it for me. I'm a simp. I'm a simp. I need my wife to order coffee for me. I just say whatever she's having, 'cause I don't know how to order. I don't know how to order my coffee. I don't know how to order my coffee. On the road again. I'm still on the road again. I've been driving for 4 days again. I'm driving on the road again. I don't know this song very well, so I can't do the melody very well. And I don't know all the words to this song. So this is another horrible attempt at getting a million views. I'm really bad at live streaming. I shouldn't do it at all. It probably just hurts my chest. Hey, there's a cop up ahead. He's probably looking for live streamers. Just kidding. the auctioneer was going about a mile a minute. He was taking bids and calling them all out. I was really getting it, and I just shouted out above the crowd. And I said, hey, pretty lady, when you give me a dime, I'll do it. I'll do your business, me and the big call. I never seen anyone that is a buyer, man. I gotta have a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice, on the lady. I'm like that, 21 miles, and no contest. Whatever you want, I'm going to be fine. I'm about to be my goodbye. Well, we found love on the auction block and she stole my heart away. We still love the lamp all the way we met that day. When I said, hey, pretty lady, would you give me a sign? I'll bid anything to make my all mine. I'll do your business and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine. Man, I gotta have her, she's one of a kind. Going once, going twice. I'm one not needing no contest. Really not. So much driving. So much incredible driving. Remember, I'm on the lookout for a pronghorn sheep thing. That's my mission for today. I don't care if it takes me all day. I don't care if I have to drive 700 miles. I'm gonna find one. Driving 65 miles an hour. Even though it blends in really well with all this dead grass. Oh, where have the antelope gone? Oh, where could they be? With their little horns and their snouts so long. Oh, where could they be? Hey, there's a mesa. Oh, cool. It has trees growing on it. There's a mesa over there and a little tiny volcano cone over there. And so many cool things to see. With the perfect cloudy sky. Yeah. Oh, my life is so incredible. I have such a story to tell. It couldn't get better than this. It couldn't get any better. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone. Yeah. All right. Great places, South Dakota. Hey, are those antelopes? Are you kidding me? Is that an antelope? Nope. I think those are bee boxes. Bee boxes. Honeybees. Honeybees. Them nice. Alright. That's all I got, guys. I'm pretty sure the live stream's over.